guys, today I'll be talking about the basic concept of economics. So these are the basic concept of economics. The first is the need, the second is the want, the third is the scale of preference, the fourth is opportunity cost, and the fifth is choice, and the sixth is what? Scarcity. So as a student, you need to be conversant with this basic concept of what? Economics. So we'll be taking the first one, which is known as what? Need. What are needs? Needs are those basic necessities. Those basic necessities an individual cannot do without. Example is what? Food, clothing, shelter. So those basic necessities an individual cannot do without is called what? Need. And look, need is different from what? Want. So we're talking about wants now. Wants are mere desires we can do without. So mere desires we can do without is called what? Want. Example, we can do without having a luxury car. We can do without expensive vacation trip. We can do without expensive jewelries. So they fall under what? Wants. But needs and necessities we cannot what? Do without. But wants are mere desires we can do without. So the next one is what? Scale of preference. What is scale of preference? Scale of preference is the list of economic items arranged in order of importance and priority. So when an individual arrange its items in order of importance, the one the person wants the most is called what? Scale of preference. I can also say that scale of preference is the ranking of economic items in order of what? Importance and what? Priority. So the next one is opportunity cost. There are other names of opportunity cost. The first is called the real cost. The second is called alternative foregone. The third is called foregone alternative. And the fourth is called sacrificial cost. So I can also say that opportunity cost is also called what? Real cost. I can also say that opportunity cost is also called what? Alternative foregone. I can also say that opportunity cost is also called what? Foregone alternative. I can also say that opportunity cost is also called what? Sacrificial what? Cost. Now the question is supposed to ask me is that what is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is the alternative foregone after purchasing the more pressing item. So the alternative foregone after purchasing the more pressing item is called what? Opportunity cost. Let's take for example. For example, Musa have 5 naira to buy either book or bag. So Musa have 5 naira to buy either book or bag. So if Musa buy the book and leave the bag, the opportunity cost becomes what? The bag. Because Musa forgone the bag to buy what? The book. So at that particular time, the pressing item was what? The book. So if Musa forgone the bag to buy the book, opportunity cost is the bag. The real cost is the bag. The alternative foregone is the bag. The foregone alternative is what? The bag. The sacrificial cost is what? The bag. So opportunity cost is the alternative foregone after purchasing the more pressing what? Item. Take note of that. So the next one is choice. What is choice? Choice means selecting or choosing among alternatives. So when an individual begins to select or choose among economic items, alternatives, it's called what? Choice. It's called what? Choice. So the next is scarcity. What is scarcity? Scarcity means when resources are limited in supply. So when resources are limited in supply, or when resources are less in abundance, it means what? There is what? Scarcity. So scarcity is also one of the basic concepts of what? Economics. So when resources are limited in supply, when resources are less in abundance, when the demand is more than the supply, or the supply is not equal to the demand, we need the what? That the resources is what? Is scarce. So these are the basic concepts of what? Economics. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on what? Economics. Thank you very much.